Hello everyone and welcome to today's live stream. So if you are new here to the live streams, essentially what we like to do on these is just go through any questions, comments, things you want to hear about in crypto. So please feel free to leave a comment in the live chat section of the stream. And in the past, we've been able to touch on everybody's questions, comments, theories, coins they're interested in, things like that. So excited to get going here, but starting off here on the coin heat map. As you can see, it looks like we have a lot more red this week in the markets compared to what we saw in the previous weeks, now that we have the Bitcoin ETF trading in its second week. So overall, nothing too crazy. Bitcoin's down about 1.25% today to about $42,670. Ethereum is about $2,500. So nothing crazy, but we've seen some market volatility. Hey, Low Roller, nice to see you here in the chat. Hopefully you're having a good day, but yeah, so here I've got the iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF from BlackRock pulled up. Just kind of taking a look at this chart. Now this is set to the hourly candles. We could even take a look closer at like 15-minute candles, but yeah, just kind of taking a look here at what's been going on in crypto overall. We are seeing a lot of red with a lot of these cryptos being down. George, nice to see you here. Yeah, red day, best time to get free sats. So yeah, absolutely, taking advantage of some of these lower coin prices right now to really collect from Faucets, any cloud mining sites, or doing surveys, however you like to get your crypto. Even if you're just buying in, this is a great day to kind of get in with a little bit of a discount. Kind of taking a look like I was here at the iShares Bitcoin ETF, and I know this is just one of many. This one is just kind of one of the ones that I've looked at, just to kind of keep my personal reference point, contained to just one ETF, which I know might not be the best way to go about it, but, overall, it has fallen, quite a bit. Now, taking a look here, January 17th, today, we traded pretty sideways today. We opened at about 24.45 and closed about 24.41. Now, yeah, there was a little bit of fluctuation throughout the day, but good to see it trading kind of sideways. I'd rather see things going sideways than down. But hey, I think people are still kind of getting warmed up to the fact that it is out there. It is something that we can do. Low Roller said Bitcoin ETF is sell the news event since it didn't go up to 50K. Yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned about that. It's still very, let's see, I see OBS is saying that it disconnected, so hopefully that isn't affecting the stream too bad. But, even here in the US, this week is not a full week of trading. Last week, the ETF didn't get approved until middle of the week, so it didn't start trading till Thursday. So, we haven't even had a full trading week with the Bitcoin ETF. Now, do I think that would make a huge difference? Probably not. But anyway, I think we still have a lot of time to build up. It's only been a few days. And yeah, we didn't see it jump up to 50,000 right away. It did get pretty close. If we go ahead and duplicate this tab and just kind of take a look here at Bitcoin, the other day when it did start trading, we did get into the $49,000 range. According to this, it looks like it was about just over 49,000, about 49.46. So, it didn't hit 50,000, but I don't think that's a huge thing to be too concerned about. I read somewhere that BlackRock alone was acquiring tons of Bitcoins. So, I think it was like 2,500 some Bitcoin, which, doesn't sound like a lot, but, at $42,000, if we just take, 42,488 times, I think it was like 2,500 some Bitcoin, that's $106 million. And again, that's just one of these ETFs. I believe there was 12. So assuming they all have something similar to that, you could then take 106, wrong button there, but 106 million and multiply that by 12 and get, $1.2 billion, just in the first, few days of trading. So I think we still have a long way to go with this. It's a big step forward, and I think what we're hopefully, at least what I'm hoping for, are going to see is more ETFs. Not necessarily Bitcoin ones, but other cryptocurrencies, whether it be Ethereum. I know there's been a lot of talks about Ripple. I think other ETFs having them become more mainstream just for crypto ETFs overall will help out, with all the coin prices. And then, of course, taking a look here at CoinMarketCap, they've got this great countdown here I've mentioned in the past. We've got about 97 days. So we are closing in very quickly on 3 months away from this Bitcoin halving, which pretty crazy. So, with this event coming up, continuing to see new money come into crypto through these Bitcoin ETFs, I'm not really surprised that we didn't see a huge jump right away. But, who knows? I know it was, something a lot of people were hoping for, and would it have been nice to see Bitcoin cross 50,000? Yes, but I think we are just going to have to wait a little bit for it. But, Low Roller said a lot of people disappointment since Bitcoin ETF didn't go up crazy. Yeah, I did see it spike up pretty quickly right around the time it opened on Thursday last week. Let me see, I have to research it here. I bet so it did open around, I think it was supposed to open around $22, but by the time it actually opened, it opened right here about 28, and then it did spike up that day to 29.28, and then even just a little higher to the top of this candle the next day at just under $30. So, nothing crazy. I didn't do a ton of, reading into how much they were expecting it to trade at, first day, stuff like that. So I don't know if this was good, bad, on par for what they were expecting. I think a lot of people in crypto, of course, were hoping that it would be, start at $28 and close at, $35, $40. So, we'll have to wait and see. It looks like today we had about 13.96 million in volume. And something else to take note of is, the Bitcoin ETF might not be doing as great as we had all hoped, but the last few days, a lot of stocks have been down. Across the market, as you can see, SPX, which is the S&P index here, is down 26 points, about 0.5% down. And taking a look at some of these stocks, in big tech, Apple, Tesla, Netflix here, they're all down as well. I know Google and, some of the other big tech companies, which of course crypto is related to technology, have been down in the last few days. So another big thing that I think it's worth calling out on this Bitcoin ETF is we also have not seen it trading live on what I would say is a good trading week. This week's been pretty, down across the board in a lot of stocks. I'll be really interested to see what this ETF does on a good trading week when, tech stocks are up, the S&P is up, the Dow is up, all of that. So, that could be next week, it could be 2 weeks from now, you never really know, but I don't think that we've had enough time for this ETF or any of the other ETFs out there to really have a fair shot. Low roller said Bitcoin went up to 49K and then it tanked to 41. Yeah, that's part of the risk, with these ETFs is if it does really well, it's of course going to help out the price. But, if it goes the other way, you're going to see a price drop, in general as well. So, like I said, I think we're still kind of getting ramped up to it. I know some brokerages, might not have been able to get it trading right away. I don't know what goes in on the back end for them, but, I think as we start to see more people, kind of waiting it out, seeing what it does for the first few days, and then maybe jumping in later, I think we could still see that second push in price. But, who knows? We'll have to wait and see here. And Low Roll, you said Grayscale is selling Bitcoin this week. And the court SEC versus Coinbase today. I didn't know Coinbase was going to court for something. But yeah, it is what it is. I think we still have a while to go here. Let's see how many Bitcoin have been bought for the ETF. See if that comes up with anything. Just a curious thing to see here, how many Bitcoins were purchased as part of these ETFs. I don't know that they're going to give a great... Yeah, so, according to CoinDesk here, Bitcoin ETF net inflows near 1 billion after 3 days. So BlackRock had added 16,000. So my memory was wrong a little bit. I thought it was about 2,500. Apparently it was about 16,000. So maybe I saw an article a different day. Followed by Fidelity with 12,000 Bitcoin, and Grayscale, which... sizable exits from Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust, which has lost about 25,000 Bitcoin, brought down the overall industry inflow. So, yeah, there you go. Low roller. Looks like they lost about 25,000 Bitcoin on that one. Low roller, you said crypto will go up around October 24 if we follow the 4-year cycle. Yep, I think that's a very safe bet. I would say October through the end of 2024 is when we will start to see that slight uptick and, promising prices towards a next all-time high, but we might not see that next all-time high until, you know, a few months into 2025. So I think we still have at least a year before we're going to see new all-time highs, which just gives us more time to collect crypto and, you know, pick coins and hope that they work out really well. George, the ticker for the BlackRock one is IBIT. I'll throw it in the chat as well, just IBIT. That is the ticker for this one. So let's see, it's IBIT. So that one, like I said, according to this CoinDesk article, has about 16,362 Bitcoin. Fidelity, another one, is FBTC. I'll throw that in the chat as well if you're, oops, wrong keyboard command, back on Windows. FBTC is Fidelity, and Grayscale is GBTC. So, you know, just between, you know, BlackRock and Fidelity, according to this article, which was about 5 hours ago, you know, there's, you know, multiple thousands, tens, 20s, thousands of Bitcoin that have been bought just for these. So, you know, I think that's a really good step in the right direction. And, you know, this is just in the first couple days. You know, we still have many trading days to come. And, you know, I think what's really going to be interesting now, like Low Roller mentioned, is, you know, as we get closer to the 4-year cycle that we've seen with Bitcoin and its halving, prices are going to start to go up again, and people who traditionally wouldn't have gotten into cryptocurrency, whether it be, you know, they don't know how, or they don't want to learn, or they don't, you know, think it's worth it, now they have a very easy way to get in. And, you know, I think it's going to be a very quick slope in that you're going to start to see the traditional, you know, news coverage on, you know, the main media, and you're going to start to see people, oh, wow, you know, Bitcoin's going up again. That's really cool. Well, it's easier than ever to purchase Bitcoin through these ETFs now. You don't have to go out and open a Coinbase account or a Crypto.com account or set up a site on a Faucet or whatever it is. You just go to your regular brokerage, your Schwab, your Vanguard, your, you know, Fidelity, and you just search it up and you can purchase it. So, you know, I'm sure these are on, you know, some of the other, I'll say, retail investor platforms like Robinhood and Webull and stuff like that. You know, it's going to be that easy to get into, and you're going to start to see a lot of money pour into these, which of course does trickle down into Bitcoin itself. So, you know, I think that's going to be an interesting component to see, you know, how it plays out as well. But Low Roller, and then, yep, George, glad you found those useful. Hopefully, and the site I was using was TradingView, which is a great site for just kind of tracking the charts and stuff like that. But Low Roller asked what coins are mining now. I'm still currently mining XRP, Ripple. So right now we're about 56.5 cents, 56.4 cents for Ripple. You know, I think Ripple has a really good potential in the next bull run. You know, we kind of took a look at it last time, and, you know, it is one of those ones that who knows if it's going to do as good as I think it will. You know, it's not one of those every 4 years it's hit new all-time highs. You know, Ripple did not cross an all-time high. I don't know that this is what I wanted. It's not. Let's see. We'll use Bitstamp. I'm sure that'll be accurate enough. You know, so scrolling back here, oh, that doesn't go back far enough. Let's go to CoinMarketCap. Scrolling back here on CoinMarketCap's chart, you know, it did not hit an all-time high last, you know, cycle. We hit about $1.79, $1.80, which is about half of its all-time high of about $3, a little over. So I think it has really good potential. And one of the reasons I think it has such good potential is because it has proven itself to be in the top 10 on CoinMarketCap for many, many years. And we've talked about this a little bit. CoinMarket history. we've talked, well, it's spelled not great, but we've talked about this a little bit in the past. I'm not actually sure when Ripple came out, so it doesn't look like it was there in 2015. I didn't mean to close that. Let's see. And you know, we've talked about this in the past. Where I was going with that was, you know, a lot of coins in the top 10 look very different if you go back just a few years in the history. So, you know, taking a look here in 2018, Ripple, number 2 cryptocurrency in 2018. Ethereum was $1,153. You know, here we have Ripple at $337. So, super cool. That was, you know, what, 5 years ago. Most coins do not live in the top 10 for 5 years. If you look at this, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, NEM, Litecoin, Tron, Stellar, and IOTA. I think that's how you say that one. You know, if we switch back over here, we have Cardano, and that's it. Ignoring Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm ignoring those, and Tether, I wasn't in this one, I don't think, but I don't count Tether either. You know, those coins were not in the top 10. So Cardano is the only one plus XRP that has survived. Now, yeah, it's dropped a little bit, but it's still in the top 10. You know, if we go back to, let's say, mid-2017, I'm not 100% sure when Ripple came out here, but, you know, we see it's in 3rd place here at 27 cents. So, you know, still there in 2017. If we go back to 2016, it's still here. Whoops. Let's see. Let me Google when XRP came out. History of Ripple. So June 2012 is what this is saying. But, you know, so it's been since 2016. Let's say December of 2015. It's still there. I think we looked in early. Yeah, so 2015 April. It's number 2. February, number 3. It has been there for years. So I think you get the point that I'm going for. Ripple has proven itself. It has stood the test of time in the top 10 cryptos. That is very hard to do. You know, when was the last time you heard of Purecoin or NXT, Omni? Now, well, of course, Dogecoin, we're all very familiar with that. But, you know, these coins, they're not really around anymore. You know, Namecoin, you know, where are we at now? You know, looking at 64 cents, and they're in 975th place by market cap. You know, just, you know, back in 2014, they were number 8 on the market cap. So I think Ripple's got a really good potential to at least be a pretty stable coin. And hey, if all they do is get to the, you know, $1.50 mark of where it got to in the last market, that's still over doubling your money. Yeah, there's better coins with better returns, but I personally think that it's a good, safe bet that has a lot of potential to go up, you know, even higher and, you know, get back up to $3. I think it's absolutely possible. You know, I think we could start to see closer to $5 or $10 in the future as well. So we'll have to see. Low Roller, you said retail investors aren't really here yet, and yeah, I agree. I think, you know, as prices start to move up with the halving and all of that, I think we'll start to see more retail investors come in as well. And you said NFT games in crypto are a game changer for third world countries. They can make a living earning more money. Yeah, you know, I think crypto unlocked, you know, the ability to earn money online in a much easier and more reliable fashion for a lot of people. So yeah, I think that's very true. George, you said, I think this will be better for most people that don't want to worry about holding your private keys. And yeah, that's another great observation as well. You know, using something like a Bitcoin ETF takes a lot of the risk of crypto that, you know, comes with, you know, maybe not knowing how to manage keys or, you know, manage your wallet, stuff like that. You know, you're passing that additional risk of protecting the asset off to a different company. So you don't have to worry about your computer getting hacked. You don't have to worry about forgetting your password, losing your keys, whatever it may be. You know, I think that's a much better you know, alternative for a lot of people. So that's a great observation as well. Low roller, you said more people from third world countries access on smartphones. These people take huge risk investing on crypto. They can strike it rich. Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of the sites that we look at here on Bitcoin Tips, they don't require big, gaming computers or mining rigs or whatever. As long as you have a device that connects to the internet, using sites like Final Auto Faucet or Fire Faucet, they're all great sites that just need a device that connects to the internet, whether it's an old tablet, an old phone, a laptop, a desktop, whatever. So, that's a great observation as well. And lower, you said Dogecoin's still there. The top 100. Yeah, it is always fun to look back here at previous coin market caps and what it used to look like. And like I said, if you really sat down and looked, like WorldCoin, BitShares PTS, I don't even recognize that. Quark, Omni, some of these you recognize the name depending on how long you've been in crypto, but they're not in the top 100. If we jump, just a year in the future, there's going to be at least half the coins changed. So, there's very few coins that have lasted this long in the top 100 or in the top 10. And it's Bitcoin, it's Ethereum, XRP. We even saw Litecoin, number 2 coin in 2014. Huge market cap. They're, number, 40 now, maybe? Oh, not quite. 20, 19. So, either way, we've seen a big drop-off in coin market cap on coins that people thought were going to be around in the top 100 for a while. If you come back here, this is 2013. If we take a look in December of 2013, XRP is there. It has been in the top 10 for 10 years. That is crazy. So, I think that it's got a lot of potential. And like I said, with its track record of being in the top 10 for so long, I think it's a safe investment. That's one of the things that all you can hope for in crypto here would be that it's a safe investment. You don't lose money. If you invested in a coin and 10 years later it was the same value, at least you didn't lose anything. Do I think XRP is going to stay at 57 cents or 56 cents? Probably not. It might go down, it might go up, but I don't think it's going to just disappear. So hopefully it works out. But like I said, mining XRP using unminable, mining with Kapow on the GPU mining rigs. So that's the coin I've decided to collect for now. We'll see if it works out. Like I said, I have high hopes for it, but we'll have to wait and see. Low roller, you said Doge on Mars is cheaper to mine right now. Yeah, I'm sure, Doge on Mars is, probably on the cheaper side. Let's see. Doge on Mars. Yeah, I mean, they can't even show all the zeros. It's just consistently been going down. So, this is one of those ones that, hey, mine some of them. You have them in your wallet. Worst thing happens, they just disappear. And, after, a few months, maybe it'll spike up like Dogecoin did. Honestly, don't have a ton of hope for this one. But, hey, like I said, I have some in the wallet from mining. And if it works out, great. If not, oh well. Lower, you said Litecoin saved Dogecoin mining in mining. Without Litecoin, Dogecoin is dead. Yeah, I know that Dogecoin was pretty loosely based on Litecoin, and we've seen a lot of Dogecoin-specific miners. I think the Dogecoin spike in the last, bull run prompted Antminer or Bitmain, the parent company, to make the L7 Plus, because we had not seen a new script miner from them in a long time. The L3 Plus was the last one, and it was, for its time, really good, but not compared to what the L7 Plus was. it would have been really nice to be able to get an L7 Plus, but again, having to have that special, power requirements, heating, cooling, noise, all of that, unfortunately, wouldn't work out. But, the L7 Plus, I think, was a big step forward, and I think Dogecoin really kind of prompted that. And then, of course, yes, there are other script coins like Litecoin, but, it is what it is. I think hopefully with, as we can see here, Elon Musk still supporting Dogecoin. Like I said, coins like Doge on Mars, I honestly don't have a ton of hope for. I probably won't be mining this again, but like I said, I have some, and if it works out, great. If not, it is what it is. Low Roller, you said it needs a community to save the coins. Redcoin and Bytecoin didn't work out. Yeah, there are a lot of coins out there that just unfortunately didn't work out. There's a lot of coins in the past that, I thought were going to be pretty good cryptocurrencies, and as soon as the development team or the community, something happens and people kind of step away from it, there isn't much left. There isn't much left to save the coin at that point, which unfortunately has happened to a lot of coins. If we look, here, like Purecoin, where did Purecoin end up? 901 at 33 cents. This was a pretty popular coin back in the day. Taking a look at Quark coin here, 1,168 on CoinMarketCap. Less than a penny. Back at its all-time high was, back in 2013 at 25 cents. So, unfortunately, it is what it is, but, there are always coins out there that you think are going to be good and just don't end up surviving. Something new comes along and people move over to that. So, taking a look at some of these other ones, Feather coin, I remember hearing a lot about that one. Was a big masternode coin, similar to Dash. It's on really one exchange here, and it's pretty cheap. What was their volume? Nothing. Volume, nothing. So, there's a lot of coins out there like that. Let's see here. Low Roller, he said, look at the coin in 2021. The most popular coin, are they even in the top 10 today? Yeah, we can definitely take a look at that. Let's see here. So 2021, I think everything started peaking around November. So let's choose November 15th. It was 2020. One more year. November 14th. Pretty good choice here because it looks like Bitcoin was right about its all-time high. This was the week of November 14th. $65,000 for Bitcoin. And I guess what we can do here, I'll drag this over here, and we can put the coin market cap there and take a look at them together. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, and Tether had switch spots. We have Solana, Cardano, XRP, number 7, but XRP's there. Polkadot Coin, out of curiosity, where are they at now? Number 12. I guess I just didn't scroll far enough there. We had Dogecoin, USD Coin, and then Shiba Inu in 11th place. So kind of taking a look there. Terra Luna, that would be great to see this one, $51. I do have some of Terra Luna. That would be great to see it get back up there, but again, community's not looking too great over there. We'll have to see what happens. But really, some of these, I think what we're seeing is some of these real winner cryptocurrencies pulling ahead and staying in the top 10. If you look at the coins, they all have extremely strong use cases. Of course, we have Bitcoin number 1, Ethereum number 2. Those I think are pretty safe investments as well, following the same logic that I've been talking about with XRP. I don't think they're going anywhere. But then you get into like Binance, Solana, Cardano. They have very strong use cases. Obviously Binance is a huge exchange. Solana's got a lot of Web 3.0 type stuff. Cardano, Bitcoin. They're got great use cases. And then of course you got Dogecoin and all of them. But I think what we're seeing is, some of these other coins like Tether, USDC coin, USDT coin, all of that, those are the stable coins. They have high market caps just because of the nature of how it's set up and how the price is pretty stable. So, nothing too concerning there, but, that's kind of the comparison from, what it looked like back then, just a few years ago, compared to now. So we could even take a look and do maybe a more fair comparison and do middle of January. Today's January 17th of 2024, January 17th of 2021. Looking here, we have Bitcoin, Ethereum knock Tether out, just because they're going to be there anyway. Polkadot coin, XRP, Cardano, Litecoin, Chainlink, Bitcoin Cash, and Stellar. Where did Stellar end up? Actually, that's number 25. We got some of these other Bitcoin splits and forks and all of that, but yeah, and I see low roller, you said even in the top 100, you survive. So, I think that's a safe bet as well. But with how fast crypto changes, all it takes is one kind of disrupting type coin to really shake up the market and the top coin market caps. So you saw that with Dogecoin. Doge had been around for 10 years, a little under 10 years, and it had been very, very cheap. There hadn't been much movement. Well, I mean, much movement comparatively speaking. And then you saw it go crazy, all-time highs. I was just scrolling here through this historical chart. We saw Shiba Inu at the end of 2021 in 11th place. That was a coin that had not been around that long. Shiba Inu still in 16th place. And you have all these other coins like Doge on Mars and, these other baby Doge, things like that kind of just followed the pattern and the trend. Because Dogecoin did so well, it really just shook up the market cap, and some of those other coins that maybe weren't as popular but were still doing well, they got pushed out because there was a new trend and coins were getting more market cap from that. So unfortunately, if you aren't you don't have a really strong use case for your coin, it does look like you might have to fight for the position, and who knows what the next Dogecoin-like event could be. If it's Doge again, I have no doubt that we will see more baby Doge, Doge on Mars, Shiba Inu type coins popping up out of nowhere that are trying to capitalize on Dogecoin doing really well. And, unfortunately, like we've said before, if you throw money into all of those type of coins, yeah, you might hit it really big on one, but it's probably going to end up losing in the long run. So that's why I say, choose some coins that have a good track record, and then, choose some of those lucky coins that, if it works out really well, it's going to work out really, really well. But I wouldn't be, betting on those as the next bull run. So hopefully that helps, but it does look like we have 6 people here in the stream, so welcome to everybody. If you are new, please feel free to leave a chat in the live comments, looking to see some new names. If you have any questions or comments about crypto, Bitcoin ETF, we've been looking at some of the historical coin market cap data. Please feel free to leave a chat in the live comments. I'm happy to take a look at any of those, but appreciate everybody for stopping by, and we'll probably be on for another 10-15 minutes here and get ready to wrap up, but I do appreciate everybody for stopping by. All right, had to grab a drink there, but yeah, so jumping back over just to the coin heat map, again, I think we are seeing a lot of red today, but nothing too concerning. There's a little bit of green sprinkled in there. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, I think we need to give, the Bitcoin ETFs a few days, a few weeks, and I think it'll be really interesting to see what happens when we hit a week of strong trading. Looking at just the markets overall, it's been down. Tech has been down, and I think that's just an unfortunate time for the ETFs to go live. If we get a good week with a lot of green in the regular stock market, I have no doubt that we will see the Bitcoin ETFs following suit and being in the green, moving up, which of course will then help Bitcoin move up as well. So should be interesting, but yeah, like I said, I think we just have to kind of wait it out and see how the trading goes over the next few weeks, and hopefully we get a good week here in the future. Let's see, Lower, you said look at Dogecoin 2021 January. Yep, I can definitely, let's see here, coin market history. I think I closed the other web page or minimized it, but so Dogecoin 2021 January 3rd. Let's see, Dogecoin right here, number 26 at just under 1 penny. Yeah, so that's interesting. And if we just take a look at, jump 6 months into the future in June, Dogecoin is here at 37 cents in 6th place. So, 6 months changes quite a bit, especially, with a coin like Dogecoin and the run that it went on. That's not even the all-time high. I think May was, around its all-time high here, 57 cents. So, yeah, I mean, it's very volatile. I think Dogecoin still has potential, and I think, as we get closer to the next bull run, it could do the same thing that we saw in the past. Anything's possible. It did it once. It can do it again. We'll have to wait and see if that happens. I wouldn't bet a ton on it, but if you did want to, hold on some Dogecoin, I don't think that's a bad idea. Lower, you said I saw Dogecoin drop as low as 49 ranking in October 2020. So, yeah, I mean, it's been all over the place. Dogecoin's one of those coins that, it is what it is. It's been around for a while. I think it's here to stay, especially after what happened in 2021. I don't think we're gonna see Dogecoin go away anytime soon. But it is one of the riskier coins, I think. The good thing is it seems to have held its value right around the 7 to 10 cent range throughout this last kind of bear market. Kind of looking here, 6 cents, 5 cents looks to be its lowest. But, it didn't really drop way back off. Dogecoin spent most of its life trading at below a penny. And then, yeah, it has a great run. Yes, it's fallen off quite a bit from that all-time high, but it hasn't really gone back to those really, really low prices. We saw maybe 5 cents on a day or two here, but, nothing crazy. What's this, 5.6 cents? It never dropped back below 5 cents. So really, really strong to see, it didn't go back to that below 1 penny, mark. So, Lower, you said a lot of people complained Dogecoin didn't move now. I remember Dogecoin price didn't move 3 years. People forgot about it. Yeah. If you look here, Dogecoin stayed at the 0.002 cent range for many years. 2018 bounces between 0.003, 0.001. Nothing crazy, not huge returns, unless you had billions and billions of coins, which, some people did, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like you said, it went crazy. So,
I don't understand why. Let me see if I can view the chats on a different screen here. There we go. There's a little thing blocking, so I couldn't see. Yeah, Dogecoin dropped as low as 4.9 cents. So, okay, yeah. I mean, even then, just below 5 cents. Still way higher than I think a lot of people thought. I've probably said it here in other live streams. When Dogecoin was going up originally, right around, let's zoom in on the chart here. We saw Dogecoin cross over 1 cent, and then it jumped up to 4 cents, and then 8 cents very quickly after. I remember right around the 4 cent mark, my friend from Kevin's Crypto Tips messaged me. He said, hey, I know you used to have Dogecoin. Have you seen what's going on with the price? It's, going up really good. I looked at the price and I thought, man, what is Dogecoin doing? It's way up here, 4 cents. I watched it get to 8 cents, later that day. And I decided that night, I think, it's probably worth putting some more money into Dogecoin, in addition to what I had. And I remember I went ahead and I did it at about 4 cents. I don't remember the exact percentage or cent level, but it was 4 cents. And I thought, this is crazy. Why did I just do this for 4 cents for Dogecoin? It's never going to go any higher than that. And, obviously this was way before, it went up. And it was only a, maybe 5,000 more Dogecoin, but still very, very crazy to think that 4 cents. I thought that was insane to be getting more Dogecoin, but here we are, and it's still double that in 2024 here, at 8 cents. So overall, still a good thing. I think it's still got a lot of potential, but we'll see what happens. Low earlier said, yeah, I remember $20 can buy about 20,000 Dogecoin in 2020. So yeah, I mean, prior to 2021, any amount of money would have gotten you a pretty hilarious amount of Dogecoin, which would have turned out extremely, extremely good in 2021. So, I think that's pretty rare. Will we see it again? Yes. And it's just going to be a matter of, did you find the right coin early enough on to have benefited really well from it? We kind of saw the same thing with the Bonk coin. That was a coin that nobody was really interested in. It's part of the Solana network, and Solana had a cell phone that they tried to sell, and it did terrible. Nobody wanted to buy their cell phone. And then Bonk all of a sudden does really, really well, and people are selling these cell phones on eBay for thousands of dollars because it came with a certain number of Bonk as an airdrop for buying their phone. Had you have invested in Bonk or that cell phone back, in early 2023, you could have done really, really well, but people just didn't think that it was that good of a coin, and then all of a sudden it started getting traction and, went up 11,000%. So it's just about, being at the right place at the right time, finding that right coin. And is it possible? Yes, but you got to be careful, because there's only so many times you can be wrong before it starts to, do you want to keep throwing money at these little coins? Low earlier said a lot of people are afraid of Dogecoin 2 cents. Everyone expects Dogecoin to dump. It's like a pump and dump. I don't think it is. I would have said that, that's much more of a likely thing to have happened back in 2021 when it was way up, in the 60-cent range. I think it would have happened by now. We've seen Dogecoin hold this, like I said, 5 to 10 cent range for a couple years now. If we look at the past year, its lowest point was 5.88 cents. If we look at all, and we look back to, right around 2021, lowest, trading point here, it got to about this 7-cent range, 6-7 cent range in mid 2022. So we're a year and a half in at trading between 6 and 10 cents, if we're being generous, 6 and 8 cents, I would say, I think it would have happened by now. I don't think a coin like Dogecoin, because I think that was a very valid thing to say in 2021, but I don't think a coin like Doge, where it has such a high circulating supply, it was a joke to begin with, I don't think it would have stayed at this 6 to 8 cent level for this long if people were going to pump and dump. That's my personal opinion, but who knows. Lower you said, I remember Dogecoin went from half a penny, dumped at 0.002, and then happened during the bear market in 2020. Yeah, I mean, I think we could see another Dogecoin run where it ran 30, 40, 50 cents and then dumped back down to the 8 cent mark. If that's what you mean, yes, I do think that is something that we could see again. But from here, could it get back down to 2 cents? Of course, but I don't really see that happening in the near future. I would think that if we see Dogecoin at 2 cents, we would see it much higher before that. Back in the 50 to 60 range, and then a huge crash down after it. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens with it. But well, it does look like we have 5 people here in the stream, so thank you so much for joining in today's stream. I do appreciate it. Hopefully some of the information we talked about was useful for your journey in crypto, but please, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to Bitcoin Tips, liking the stream, any videos. It does help out the channel a lot. We are trying to get the audience built up here on the channel to help get more people into crypto as we prepare for the Bitcoin halving and next bull market. So thank you so much for watching. Gonna get ready to wrap up the stream here in just a minute or so. Lower IC said Dogecoin pumped 35 cents in November 2021 and didn't pump a second pump when Bitcoin reached all-time highs the second time. Yeah, it's not always connected directly to Bitcoin. We did see it go back up, but you said second pump didn't reach $1. Yeah, the first one didn't reach $1, but it would be great to see it go really crazy again. I do hope that it does. I think that will give a lot of hope to people with some of the smaller coins like the Dogecoin Mars, the Shiba Inus, Baby Doge, stuff like that. But we'll just have to wait and see. Like we talked about, I think a lot more people are mining Dogecoin now using the script miners, so that's good for the network. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens with it here in the future. But again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in and watching the stream today. I do hope that you enjoyed it and you are, maybe going to stick around and see you in the next streams in the future. But thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video and the next live stream. Thanks, everyone.